excited, you guys, for this video today. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. So if you are new to my channel, my name is Rianne and I will be trying out a couple of new products. The first one that I have is we have our Colourpop Pretty Fresh, what is this? The Tinted Moisturizer. And then the next thing that I have to try out is a new thing to the beauty community, and I am so excited to try it out. It is the Blendiful by Tati Beauty, and I literally haven't even opened the package yet because I just wanted to do it on camera, and I am literally so pumped. So let's tear this thing open. So if you haven't heard about the Blendiful, this is by Tati Westbrook, and she just came out with this in her new cosmetics line, and supposedly it is like a new spin on the little powder puffs that makeup artists use. Oh my goodness. Oh. So this is what it looks like. It has this like microfiber side. You get a big puff and then a little puff to touch up or just like get into those little corners if you want to. And both of these retail for $18 on tatibeauty.com. Look how cute it is, and it's so soft. I'm really excited to try this out. So apparently on her videos she was just like throwing it on and like putting on her moisturizer with it and like doing some cream contour with it, and it's super soft. I wonder if I need to wet this. I don't know if I'm gonna be using this little guy today, but we'll see. We're just gonna go in, see how it performs, but I'm excited to try these two things together. It's gonna be kind of a wild card because they're both new, but you know, we're just gonna try it out and see how it goes. Okay, I'm like kind of nervous, but all right, let's get to it. Alright, so I already have my moisturizer on and let that set into my skin a little bit. So the next thing that I'm going to do is take some primer. I usually don't use primer, like it's usually a step that I skip, but Tati mentioned that the Blendiful is really good for pore filling primer, so I thought why not take out the good old trusty e.l.f. Putty Primer and put it to the test with the Blendiful. Alrighty, so I'm just gonna open this. Oh. Alright, I think I'm gonna use like the side corner and just like bend it and then dip in here. I don't think I need too much. Alright, and I'm just gonna wipe this on my face, I guess. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, it's so soft, you guys. Like, wow, this is really nice. Kind of just like really presses the primer into your skin. Even when I'm like wiping it, it's not like tugging a lot on my skin, which I like. Because that is the last thing we need to do, is to be tugging on our skin. And as you can see, there's like nothing left on the sponge anymore, so it like barely absorbed any of it. So that means that all of the product is on my face, which is really nice because you know that it'll save you money, and it's not like a regular beauty sponge where it'll just like absorb all of the product. Yeah, so far so good. Yeah, like I said, it's super soft. I just can't get over that. Alright, we are gonna tie the hair back and get this thing going. I think I'm literally just going to pump it out on the sponge. And yeah. And if you don't know anything about this product, so this is the Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer, and this isn't like foundation or anything. It's literally a tinted moisturizer that is going to keep your skin looking dewy and fresh all day, or so it claims. So I usually don't wear foundation, so that's why this really intrigued me. I usually just like to go in with concealer in my T-zone or any like blemish areas and just like fill that in, but I'm really excited to see how this performs. And I do have like semi-oily skin, but it's usually drier in the winter, so I need that like moisture. So I'm excited to see how this looks on my skin, and especially like over time how it looks, so stay tuned. Alright, so I'm literally just going to pump a start with 1.5 pumps of this. Alrighty, here we go. Okay, so the coverage is like super sheer. I don't know if that's just with this sponge or if it's just like really that sheer. It does feel moisturizing though. I have some on the side of my face. Let me go in with a traditional brush. So this is just a regular buffer brush from Morphe, and I'm just gonna do this side with it. So I can tell you right off the bat already that it takes less time with the Blendiful. Like literally this covers up my whole face and I can just be like and put my makeup on. And with the brush you do have to like work at it a little bit, and there is a lot more tugging with a brush. And I feel like it gives you the equal amount of coverage, so I might go back to using the Blendiful just to really quickly finish up this look. I'm gonna grab like 1.5 more pumps on here just to try to see if we can build up some coverage. My nose, my chin. Okay, so now I'm going in with like tapping motions, like blending it out with like the motion that you would use with your beauty blender, and it seems like it's getting more coverage. Let me zoom you in. You see that? Like I have some red areas here and it seems like it's covering it. And like I said earlier, it's definitely not a foundation, so it's not going to give you that like super full coverage that you want if that's what you're used to in a foundation. Like this is literally a moisturizer just to like sink into your skin and provide you with a little more hydration throughout the day. And I've been really into that dewy look lately, so that's why I really wanted to try this out. And I really like it with the Blendiful. You can see there is like some product on here, but there is not a whole lot that is being left on the sponge. It's gonna blend it down my neck using whatever is left over. Alright, I think that's like what we're gonna get with the Tinted Moisturizer. Zoom you guys back out here. I really like how it looks so far. It does have a little bit of a tacky finish, so definitely set. I think this definitely needs to be set, but I like this so far. I'm going to keep trying this out and see how it performs, and I think I'll do a little update for later about how it wore throughout the day and how I feel at the end of the day. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish up my complexion. I'm going to put on a little bit of my usual Wet n Wild concealer here, just to do a little bit more covering up of the redness and the dark circles under my eyes. Got some in my eyelash. And we'll do this again with the Blendiful, so I'm just gonna pinch it right at the end here and then go in to blend it out. And I'm just doing tapping motions again like I would with my beauty blender. I literally feel like I'm wiping the makeup on my face, and it's kind of cool actually. This reminds me of my makeup wipe cloth, like those like microfiber ones that I use to take off my makeup at night. This is what it reminds me of. I wonder if it will take off your makeup too, like if you put some, I'm sure if you put some like makeup remover on here and just like wiped your face, it would come off. So I think this might be from like using too much product. You definitely don't need to use a lot of product with this because it just like helps you spread it. I was getting some streaks from these little microfiber hairs, but I just like tapped it out and it was gone. So far, still so good. I watched one video about it and that's what like prompted me to buy the Blendiful. And when she was using it, it just looked so magical, and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to try this. And plus, it's a new thing out in the beauty community. Like, I don't think anyone has ever put out a product like this, so that is super, super exciting. Alright, that went from like no coverage to like full coverage real quick. Look at that. Okay. Alright, so just gonna press that into my skin a little more. And usually I can't do that with my beauty blender just because it would just suck out more product than it actually would be like pressing into my skin. I wonder if I had to wet this. Well, it's working pretty well dry, so we're just gonna stick with it. Alright, and that's all for my liquid products. Oh, I should see how it performs with powder. Yes, okay, so I'm taking my Colourpop translucent powder. And I usually don't bake my makeup, but we're just gonna use it to set our under eyes and see how it goes. Okay, so using a clean corner of the Blendiful, I'm just gonna dip into my powder here. Oh, that's too much. Dust a little bit off. I'm just gonna set my under eyes with it. Oh, that really like pressed the powder in to my skin. Okay, okay, not complaining. This will literally make it last all day long. I'm excited to see how the Tinted Moisturizer holds up. We did go pretty far with the concealer. It like covered my whole face and I was not expecting that. Like I just used my usual amount of what I use when I use a beauty blender, and it literally went such a long ways. So I think with that it will definitely hold up a little more. And I don't like having too much powder on my face, so I'm just gonna dust it away with my trusty e.l.f. highlighting brush. It's a highlighting brush, but I use it for powder, and I've had this for years, and it is my favorite brush to set my under eyes with because I just feel like it's like the perfect size for my under eyes, and it's super soft. Alrighty. Alright, now that we're finished with that part of my face, I'm just going to go off camera and finish the rest of my face and come back to report on how I like the Blendiful. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I am all done now doing my makeup. I will have everything that's on my face down in the description box below if you are interested in checking that out. But overall, I am so impressed with the Blendiful. I will have to go in and wash it, but Tati literally included the cleaning directions right on her package here, and it just sounds like it shouldn't be that difficult. It sounds like I can just run it under the sink with some soap and then let it dry, or just throw it right in the wash. So that is super cool, and I am so happy that I got to try it out along with the Colourpop Tinted Moisturizer. For the rest of my complexion, it was really easy to put on the rest of my face. Like, the bronzer went on super nicely over the Tinted Moisturizer, and everything just worked. And everything just worked well as usual. So I'll be doing an update, and I'll be doing an update for you guys throughout the day. So right now it is 7:56 in the morning, and I will probably come back in like 8 hours to see how everything held up. I usually don't do touch-ups throughout the day, but I'll probably just like throw this in my purse, this little Blendiful. Look how cute she is. Look at that. Look at that. But I'll probably just like press a little bit, just blot throughout the day, but nothing, no heavy like adding powders or anything like that. So that's it for now, but I will be back later to do a checkup for you guys to see how everything held up. So, see you later. Hi. Hi. Oh. Oh. Yes, you're so sweet. You're so sweet. Okay guys, so I thought I'd come back and just do a little update on my face in the natural lighting. Bruno. But anyway, so it's been about 7 hours now. Ignore my closet situation back here. All right, we'll just do this. So it's been about 7 hours now. It's like 2:55, almost 3 o'clock. Ooh. So it's been about 7 hours since I filmed or first put on this makeup, and everything is looking like really good so far. Like my bronzer is still intact, my highlight is still there, I still got a little bit of blush on. Blush is usually something that always goes first, but it looks like it's still kind of there, so I'm happy about that. Alright, so I zoomed you in a little bit. The only thing that is like my nose is like the redness is kind of showing through again, but like that's pretty normal. Usually my makeup does that because I tend to blow my nose throughout the day, but other than that, like the creases under my eyes, like the tinted moisturizer didn't set into like the lines of my face. Like I don't have any like smile lines or anything, so this is definitely like a little more makeup than I would naturally wear, but that's because I think that the Blendiful made the products go such a long ways. So yeah, I am really liking how my skin looks, and I still have that like dewy finish, like it's not too mattifying or anything, so I love that. But yeah, overall I'm really impressed, so okay, everyone, so it is about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and I just wanted to come back and do one last checkup and just to like overall finish up the video. So overall, I'm just like so impressed about like how my complexion looks. Like my mascara is kind of smudging already, but like my face is still intact. I haven't even like blotted throughout the day. But everything still looks really fresh and glowy, like nothing is like melted off or anything. Like today we went grocery shopping, we went to church and like did all of the things, and everything still looks really intact. So I am just like shocked and really impressed by this product, both by the Tati Beauty Blendiful and by the Pretty Fresh Tinted Moisturizer by Colourpop. So overall, like I said, I'm just like really impressed by this, and I did look it up and it says I'm not supposed to wet it, so I'm glad I didn't. But I went ahead and just like washed the puff and got all of the products out of it. What I did is just what I did to wash it was that I just did what I do to my regular sponges, brushes, and for my beauty blenders is that I run it under the sink with some warm water and some Dr. Bronner's unscented soap. And it's my favorite. I've stuck by this trick for so long for cleaning my brushes and my sponges, and it worked perfectly for the Blendiful. So that worked out really well. And it's like I literally like just washed it and it's like on its way to drying already, so that is awesome. Yeah, overall my impressions of the Blendiful are like 9.5 out of 10. I don't even know if I have anything bad to say, but like overall I hope this lasts for a long time. I know that I've gotten a lot of use out of my beauty blender, and that is $20 for one beauty blender. And like even though I like to stick to a budget and like buy things and you know just cut the prices when I can, the beauty blender is one that I've tried and stuck to for so long because I do think it's so different. I do think it's so much better quality than all the other sponges that I've had, and it doesn't fall apart like the other ones do. So I've just like splurged and spent my money on the beauty blender. But now that I've discovered this, like I am so excited to be playing around more with this and just seeing how it holds up over time, because I think really like only time will tell with this guy, and I am so excited that I bought this and it was such a good purchase. So if you are interested, I highly recommend trying it out. But like it works on all different skin types with like all sorts of different and it works with like all sorts of different products, so that is just awesome. It's really just like a multi-tool. Like it just makes your makeup application so efficient and so fast because of the size. So yeah, you guys, like I I really don't have anything bad to say about it. So overall, I was just so surprised by both of these products. I am so glad they both worked out, and I am just like really excited to be using them more in the future. So that is it for my video. If you liked seeing me try out new products like this, definitely give this video a big thumbs up. And if you have more up and coming products that you are interested about or curious about, definitely leave a comment down below about what I should try next. I'm always into looking for new things to try out and just to show you guys what it looks like and how it works with my skin. And one last thing, if you are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, I would love to have you join and be a part of my beauty community. I try to post videos every week and just to put new content out there for you guys. So that's it for this time, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!